as I've said repeatedly, that the initial inspiration for these murals and the images in them is the events that were happening in our daily lives, in my environment, in your environment, social and political and so on. And there's no denying that one of the main constant things in our life, at least here, and perhaps internationally in other countries too, is a basic kind of confrontation between two main forces. In our case, it's pretty clear from the color, the symbolic use of color and logo and so on, what these two forces are. And since I want a consistent motif to run through, a consistent connection with Carnival to run through the mural, I turned to something that traditionally or earlier on was part of our Carnival scene in Trinidad, which was the clash of bands. Yellow flag band, the red flag band. Where do I place it? At Green Corner, an iconic everyday building, now dilapidated and abandoned, and Red House and so on and so on. But I don't want to reduce myself to simply being a reporter, saying, you know, there's conflict and there's confrontation, there's that. I mean, we see that every day in letters to the editor and so on. What is going to make this a more meaningful work of art is how I interweave the message in the imagery with my manipulation of the formal visual elements in the work. How I handle tone, color, rhythm, movement, how I get the viewer's eye to go from one thing to another. So all of this becomes big choices. The angle of this flag, the angle of that band, the angle of that one. Where do I make contrast between lights and darks and grays to get a flowing composition to please the viewer? So all of these things I have to keep in mind when I'm executing works like this.